federal government just decided that if your college degree doesn't earn more than a high school diploma, your program doesn't deserve funding anymore. Starting this summer, entire college programs could lose student loans, Pell Grants, and federal support if their graduates don't clear an earnings bar set by the government. What does that mean? If your degree doesn't make enough money fast enough, Washington says it's worthless. History, literature, fine arts, social sciences, ethnic and gender studies, all on the chopping block. And keep this in mind, this doesn't fix tuition, it doesn't lower student debt, it doesn't stop colleges from overcharging, it just punishes students after they've already enrolled. If you come from money, this barely touches you. If you rely on Pell Grants to survive college, your options just vanished. Supporters call it a return on investment, but education is not a stock portfolio. Some programs take people from poverty to stability, not to six figures. Some degrees don't pay well at 22, but matter for society at 40. And now the government gets to decide what knowledge is worth it. This is about shrinking education into job training and letting anything else die. So ask yourself, if only high-paying degrees survive, who gets educated and who gets locked out?
Can someone explain to me how I have 4 degrees and still can't get a job? BA in communication, BA in Spanish, BFA in dance. Get ready for this one. Master's degree in freaking journalism. Mind you, I've gotten laid off not once, not twice, but 3 times in the span of 2 years. So if you're feeling behind, just know you're not alone. Basically, we're all cooked.
If you ever feel like your degree was useless, just know that I spent three and a half years in nursing school, obtained a bachelor's of science in nursing, proceeded to graduate, and then never used it. I took all the steps, passed the NCLEX, passed the test, walked the stage, never again looked at that degree, never again even tried. I knew I hated it from the second semester. I don't even know why I went there in the first place.
I'm hearing a lot of college kids went just to make their parents proud. I want to make my mama proud. They didn't really go for themselves. She looked like one of them. I don't even know why I got this degree. Clearly, she didn't want to do anything in the nursing field. She got the degree, was like, okay, that's done and over with. Now let me try to get a job in a completely different field.
90% of degrees hold no weight in the working world. I always try to tell people, if you can do the job with certificates and get a high pay without having to go to school and that job does not require a 4-year degree, do not waste your time and get into college debt for that. Now, if you absolutely need a degree to do the job, by all means, go and do it. But make sure that degree keeps up with inflation, because a lot of people do jobs and get degrees that only pay out $75,000 a year at the highest level, and they're not going to realize to get to that 75, you're going to spend 10-15 years between $30,000 and $50,000, and that's not going to fly in 2030.
Facts. Make sure the industry is continuously growing. Check the 5-10 year. Does the analysis show growth, stagnation, or a decrease? These are some of the things people don't think about when they go to college. They go based off intention of what they want to do, what their heart tells them, instead of basing it off of logic. Logically, is this a smart financial decision? Will this industry be around for the next 30 years? Or is it on its way out? Will Anthropic AI replace the need for humans working this job?
Oh, I got a master's degree and I can't even get a job at Walmart. Oh, I got a doctorate and I can't get a job at McDonald's. Fam, the exact same elitism that has got you feeling entitled to a job you just assumed you're overqualified for is the exact same elitism that got you a degree that's not getting you hired. You have allowed the capitalists to artificially inflate the value of your labor. You have allowed the capitalists to tell you what matters. I just hate this, oh, I'm so overqualified, how am I not getting this job vibe? Because first and foremost, it's straight up disrespectful to the workers on the floor. The reason why we have so many McDonald's workers and Walmart employees is because we as a society have deemed that they're actually super important. Readily available food in a supply store you go into at least twice a week are vital to our high-functioning society, even if it isn't the most complicated work. So the backhandedness of the assumption just don't sit right with me.
And are you even overqualified for a Walmart or McDonald's job if you've never worked there? What type of experience do you have? The man that's already on the floor at Walmart, the man that's already on the fryer at McDonald's has more qualifications than you. He has history. You just have the knowledge from a degree. Employers want to see experience. Qualifications based off exams does not determine how skilled you are. That shows how programmed you are. Hold on now. The school system is the programming system. They condition you to the curriculum that they wrote. The ideas of a man that shape the way that you should think and operate. That's going to go over some people's head. We know that knowledge, it's either outdated, inaccurate, or doesn't fit the 2026 economy, which means it's outdated once again. For example, you could go to school for business, but in business, you learn from trial and error. Just showing up and on the spot when something happened, you figuring that out, that's how you really learn. Try to run a McDonald's just because you went to school for business, I guarantee as soon as you run into that first hiccup, you won't know what to do. But the man who's been in the field will. You're going to have to ask him, hey, how do I handle this? Or you're going to have to figure it out on your own. No textbook going to tell you how to figure that out. Everything's not in a textbook. You can't test your way out of hands-on experience. Straight up.
Running a McDonald's, running a Walmart is not rocket science. But a rocket scientist is not about to just roll up into these establishments and know how to run them smoothly simply because they studied science.
See?
It's going to take experience.
Right.
It's going to take training. And to the people making these comments, it takes people skills that just based on these comments, you probably don't have. I just feel like a lot of y'all are applying to these jobs jokingly, just so you could have the story to be like, I even applied to McDonald's and they wouldn't hire me. And that's corny to me. Like we ain't all struggling, and now you talking down on the McDonald's worker. I'll see you bougie unemployed motherfuckers at that May Day protest tomorrow.
Yeah, this one gonna go over a lot of people's head.
I'm not gonna lie to you, twin. The bio degree is completely useless.
Like that
Unless
jacket.
you wanna work in a lab or do research, it's completely useless, gang. Like, unless you're applying to a master's or, you know, going to med school, going to vet school, going to dental school, something like that, your bio degree is essentially worthless, gang. Like, you can't get a job with that much. Like, you know what I'm saying? The job that I have now is not through my bio degree. And I even graduated from I guess you can call it a top school in the US. Twin still can't use his biology degree at all. You know what I'm saying? So just keep that in mind if y'all majoring in like a related science like that.
I don't know, man. As somebody who didn't go to college, it's funny how I'm more educated than a lot of people that did. And how do I know? Because the people that went come to me asking questions. And I'm like, I thought you would know this. They didn't teach you this in school. They asking me questions about their field. I'm like, that's everything I need to know. It's certain degrees. When I was in high school, I'm like, yeah, you're definitely not going to get a job in this field. What type of career? I never heard nobody say they had a job working in these industries. Like, I'm over here like, what jobs can you really get with most of these degrees? I guess people don't realize till they get out of school, though.
Why can I not get hired at a retail job with a college degree and tons of experience? I spend hours applying to jobs every single day.